Welcome to Advent. Welcome to our preparation for Christmas. On this first Sunday of Advent, we hear a warning from Jesus who loves us and wants to show us what things might be dangerous for us so that we can avoid the danger and live in freedom and in joy. Now, in the gospel reading today from the Gospel of Luke, Jesus talks about the end of the world. He talks about the destruction of Jerusalem that was to come in 70 AD. He talks about judgment, but he doesn't tell us to beware of any of that. He tells us, beware or take care in yourselves, lest your hearts become burdened by carousing and drunkenness and the cares of daily life. Beware that your hearts become burdened by these things like drunkenness, which are mortal sins. Beware of mortal sin. And beware about the anxieties of daily life. Another priest once said, if the devil can't make you bad, he'll make you busy. Because we become busy and then we forget about the things that are most important. We forget about the duties of our vocation, which is like to love our families. If you're married, you have children, you to love your family. For us priests and consecrated men and women, to love the family of the church that God has given to us. We can get so busy, especially this time of year, that instead of preparing for the birth of Jesus, that we're preparing for a party. That instead of preparing for heaven, that's joy forever, that we're preparing for a couple days or a couple hours of joy on earth. Jesus says, beware that your hearts do not become burdened, not only by mortal sins, but by the cares or the anxieties of daily life. Because if we are burdened by the things of daily life, then our eyes are all over the place, our hearts are all over the place, our minds are all over the place, and the day when the Lord comes for us, whether that be the second coming or the day of our own death, will catch us by surprise, and we will not be prepared. Yet, Jesus loves us too much to not warn us. Jesus loves us too much to not prepare us. And so, the church, our mother, gives us these words of Jesus on the very first day of Advent. This year, we've got, 3.5 weeks or so until Christmas? This year, we've got almost a month until we celebrate liturgically the coming of Jesus. So, what present are you and I going to give to Jesus this year for Christmas? The only presence he wants is our presence with him. And I don't just mean at Christmas Mass. I do mean at Christmas Mass, but Christmas Mass and what if? What if this Advent we took some time to pray every day? Even if that's just 10 minutes with the Bible or one decade of the Rosary to start with, and then to increase from there. What if? Maybe you're watching this and you don't go to church every Sunday. Well, what if for Advent and Christmas, I just gave God a chance? Maybe it's been a long time since we've gone to confession. But what if I said, Lord, I need something different. I need something more. I am, in fact, burdened by the anxieties of daily life. And so I'm going to go get unburdened in the sacrament of confession. All of our parishes have confession at various times. And then on the Wednesday before Christmas, from 6 to 8 at night, every parish in the whole diocese has confession. So you go to any church in the Diocese of Houma-Thibodaux and be lifted, or have the Lord lift that burden through the ministry of the priest with the authority that Jesus gave as recorded in the Bible in John chapter 20. Do not let your hearts be burdened. You see, the world tells us that sin like the carousing and drunkenness, and busyness and stuff and activities will make us free and will make us happy. But really, we just get busier and busier and busier, and we're weighed down. Really, sin weighs us down and restricts our freedom. What Jesus wants is us to live lightly, is us to live with joy, not with burdens, but with grace in Him. Not slaved to sin, but free to live in His joy. So, as we approach Christmas, my encouragement, my challenge is to give the Lord a try. Go to confession during Advent. Pray every day. And go to Mass at least on Sundays. Or if you can, make it to some weekday Masses too. And if your life ain't better by Christmas, I'll give you all your money back, which is nothing. It's free. Free opportunity. Just a little bit of time. So let us this Advent allow Jesus to remove our burdens by prayer and the sacraments.